Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Today we're going a little bit back in time. We've got a replay from 2009. We are back on the original tournament desert, and we have two top players of that period, which is we've got Extra Blaze in the bottom middle, who is GLA Vanilla in the blue, and then in the north we've got Geronimo, or RWL Geronimo, in this cyan or teal USA Vanilla. So yeah, we are back on the original tournament desert, so you will see the cars in the center, and we've got Geronimo going straight for the middle, straight for the cars with the action. So anyone who knows 0 Hour players or the historics of 0 Hour, today we've got Geronimo, who I'm led to believe, if I've read the replay description right, Geronimo is Spalding, who is one of the 0 Hour experts from many years ago. He doesn't play at the moment, but back then he was considered one of the top players. I've been trying to find a replay off of Tournament Desert or off of Fallen Empire, but I think they're the only two replays on the whole of the game replays.org section that I could find. So I'm led to believe he literally only played those two maps, but I'm waiting for a replay pack. I've requested a replay pack to see if I can find anything else, but regardless, yeah, I think Cyan is Spalding, and in the south we've got Extra Blaze, who is playing GLA Vanilla. I believe he is Lindsay. Well, that's at least his name on game replays anyway, but don't know who or what are the names he used to play with online. But yeah, Lindsay versus Spalding. I'm going to stick with Geronimo and Blaze now, just in case I've got them wrong. But that's what I'm led to believe, or who I'm led to believe is playing here right now. So we've got Extra Blaze coming through the middle. I believe this is probably a Clan Wars, based on them both having a clan tag, so generally they're more competitive 1v1s. Successful TNT there, didn't quite get his technical away in time, so the technical did go down. The splash damage from the terrorist did hit it. The worker on the left was denied, but there's been another one dropped off now. Another technical coming down this left-hand side. If that's got RPGs inside of it, potentially this Doze is going to get picked off. It is going to get picked off, and I think that supply needs cancelling. If he just targets that supply, if he just targets that supply, yeah, that's 2k would have been lost, and the Doze survives. Okay, that's really that's really weird. Geronimo's Dozer needs repairing, needs to put it into the war factory. Got two rangers on this left hand side. Bit of a waste in my opinion. They should be going in these buildings. It's just free XP. Yeah, about 20 or so XP points. So yeah, probably better to just leave them back in your base or go into the buildings. We've got a ranger on this right hand side as well. I think he's going to be going for the capture upgrade. We've got Blaze on this right hand side. Gonna be probably another Terror Tech, I think. Or maybe it's Tech RPG. I think he's looking for the Dozer Hunt. I think not only in recent times is Dozer Hunt a popular thing, but also back then I think it was even more popular. People always say that XCal, oh, really bad micro there, 2V's going down. People always say that XCal is one of the best players of all time, but people also say that XCal was one of the biggest lamers of all time. We're constantly going for the Dozer Hunts, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from Extra Blaze. Two quad cannons down the left-hand side, another V going down because of the missile upgrade. In case you're wondering what all of this is on my screen, it's the Gentle text. So if you get Gentle, this is the screen that you get. You get it by going to gentle.net, and this is I don't know if it's in the latest update, if everyone's got it, or if just I've got it at the moment. I've got one of the beta versions that Zezon gave me. Another successful TNT there, and yeah, it shows you the player XP and the money and stuff like that. It saves me clicking on them. Another V going down here. I think this is really good by Blaze. Really good. No oil capture from him. It's just all-out aggression. I would like to see him macroing up behind it. So 1800s. There's no reason why he can't just be going for the oil or even a third supply. Actually, I think it's quicker to get your economy going, a third supply. Yeah, third supply generally is a way forward. When finding this replay, as I said before, I think it was from around 2009. I basically searched for Spalding replays, and rather than just clicking on the first most wubbed replays, I wanted to kind of flick through them and find, like, it was actually, I think it still received like 17 wubs. Wubs basically is like a like, or if you download the replay and you watch it and you really, really like it, it's like pressing the hot button or whatever on game replays. I still think it had like 17, so this is apparently going to be an epic game. But I didn't want to just find the Hall of Fame ones that, or specifically wins that someone has just uploaded. So I wanted to find a random one that I've never seen before. So this is my first time ever watching this replay. I kind of like the ones that have not been like casted before, or not the Hall of Fame ones that just go on for 3 hours and most of the time aren't even Hall of Fame plays. Oh, it's going to be a dozer hunt. Is that the last one? Dozer going down. I think that's his last one. Is it the last one, or is the last one inside of there? I don't know. Should have been paying attention. But yeah, it's a replay I've never seen before. And probably a lot of people watching this channel. I reckon there's probably very few people who've probably seen this replay. So that's how I selected it. It wasn't one sent to me or anything like that. We've got oil capture still not in for either player, although Blaze, if that is Lindsay, going for it on the left-hand side. I don't know how... they're empty, man. What the hell? Oh, the dozer is alive. Oh, they're not empty. How come I can't see... Am I just imagining this? Usually you can see what's inside of there, yeah? But at the moment, it won't let me see what's inside there. Okay, so there is some missile defenders on the right-hand side. There's 4 Vs on the left as well. One interesting thing I've been looking at from some of these older players, if they use control groups or not, and what control groups they use. So far, I can't see that Spalding, if it is Geronimo, is using any control groups at all. But again, if the selection tool is not working to showing the missile defenders inside, then I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, if it is from 2009, then you're watching an 11-year-old replay. So Geronimo has broke the line of defense on this right-hand side. There's still an RPG inside of there, which is pretty annoying. I don't think the capture upgrade is in, but we do have the flashbangs there. Maybe wants to get a few of these rangers and put them inside of these Vs. Which he is doing. He's still got 1 ranger back there. Still 2 on the right. Probably going to be going for the oil. I would like to see the oil captured. I would also like to see the oil destroyed from Blaze. And a palace going down. Your palace is already going down. That's good. Okay, technical coming through. I did just see that loading up, but I can't remember for the life of me what's inside of it. Was it terrorists, I think? I think it's going to be terrorists. You see his XP though, how far ahead it is because of the constant unit kills. Don't know if he... No, he didn't kill the V there. It's a technical going down. Strategy center going down, and the oil capture on the right is now in the hands of Geronimo. But yeah, I think in like kind of more modern games, you see this oil destroyed a lot faster. So yeah, oil's still not destroyed. Technical kind of didn't really achieve much. I think he's going for the dozer hand. Quad cannon going down pretty much for nothing. It's just kind of throwing away units sometimes. Still plenty of Vs here. Can't see how many missile defenders are inside there, but it does look like quite a lot. Flashbangs in there are going to clear that building anyway. I think it was going to go down just by brute force anyway, but there is now an Avenger out. That's pretty new, or not new, pretty old, should I say. do not see Avengers in pro games nowadays. It's too expensive, too slow. They can easily be picked off by just a couple of quads or buggies. Anything more than 3 buggies tends to just get through them, even probably without the upgrade, probably destroys it as well. That said, though, this is doing pretty well, this attack, but there is just a lack of buggies. Is there any buggies? There's one here now. Geronimo pushing through the center. Command center is now placed down. Terrorists on the oil. It's not going to succeed. There are 2 Vs there to defend it. Really, really nice. Jarman does get picked off. Geronimo is completely broken the center. The problem here that you would definitely see, what you definitely normally see is you would see buggies and quads out trying to defend the middle and trying to hold the middle, but these buggies, in my opinion, are a bit late. Like 11 minutes approaching 12 minutes is a bit late, and I think that shows because the expansion to the middle, or sorry, the left-hand side there in the middle, and the oil, that was late coming in, so your economy is not growing as fast. And he did have the money for it as well, but the aggression he was putting on was nice. So I suppose rather than some of that aggression not work out, like taking like the micro focus away and spending it on macro instead, probably still worth getting the damage off. And he did kill a lot of stuff early on. Power going down. A10 is coming in now. It's going to be on one of these here, or both of them maybe. Let's hit both. So now these Vs here should just be able to just guard mode here, and they'll just clear that up. So yeah, Blaze is getting pushed right back, but he does have a lot of buggies out now with the ammo upgrade as well. Dropping down some more defensive tunnels. That's a bit of a panic tunnel facing the wrong way. Buggy's going to chase these Vs back here. A 1V picked off, and that is the Vet 3-1, which is annoying. Interestingly, Geronimo's now ahead in terms of XP. Oil could do with being repaired. Supply drop zone being placed down. Probably before that, I probably would rather see the oil repaired and a fire base drop down, and also that garrisoned. Because I think that's more important than a supply drop zone, and then a supply drop zone next. But either way, still doing pretty well. The oil is defended for now. Let's get to work. There is a dozer coming out now, so maybe that's going over to repair the oil. But there are quads and buggies coming down this left-hand side. There are tomahawks out now. It's going to kill one buggy at least. I think it kills one. Yeah, one, and it kills. It does a splash damage to the surrounding ones as well. These quads are a bit out of position. The buggies are coming in. Going to be 1V picked off, I think. Oh, they do escape just in time. The Colonel Burton's here. Press the X there on the buggies to make them spread out. There's 2 Avengers coming now, as well as another Tomahawk. One Tomahawk was taken out. Colonel Burton's still hanging around here. It's going to get shot by the Jarman, I think. Yeah, gets shot by the Jarman, and Tomahawk gets taken out as well. Avenger's actually doing pretty well. Avenger Tomahawk, very, very nice. 2 buggies going down there from that one shot, and he vetted it up as well. Very, very nice. Blaze almost on 5k. No re-expansion to the center. Instead, he is dropping down markets. Difference here is you get some players that will just build like 1 or 2 markets, get the upgrades, and then they'll just pump out pure units and try and take over the map. And you'll get some players like this who will invest more and more in markets. So he's building, spent all of his money now on something. Yeah, you see he's dropping down more and more markets, whereas I probably prefer to scrap them too and just build loads and loads of buggies and quads. So if you've got a big enough army, there's nothing this can do, and you can just take over the whole map. Yeah, expand to the center, but he's choosing to go the markets route. So I don't know, you could say maybe is he playing that a bit more defensive and safer because you're going to be more guaranteed to be in the game longer. His oil still exists. This oil on the right side has not been repaired. Another supply drop zone getting placed down. There is 2 out now. 3rd one going down. Geronimo, I think, is probably going to expand to the middle. He's either going to build a fire base here or a supply, it looks like. Two V's picked off there. Really, really nice pick off from Blaze. We've got something coming. Oh, it's just the airplane from the supply drop zone. Thought it might be fuel air bomb or something, but he's not even level 5 yet. He is close. You need 5,000 XP to get to level 5. So he's not close actually. He needs 2,000 still. But that oil's still not repaired. Massive mistake. I think needs to get inside of there. He's got a missile defender there as well. And I'd either drop down 1 or 2 fire bases. That's how important I consider the oil to be. Jarman Kell has been detected. He can now get knifed by the Colonel Burton. Colonel Burton can see him, but he's not going to start firing, I don't think, because if he'd reacted fast or if it had been on attack move, the Colonel Burton probably would have gone down. But a really nice pick off there from Geronimo. Yeah, extra Blaze is just investing too much into markets and not enough quads buggies. Like, how many... I can't see what's inside of it. I don't know if it's because it's an old replay or something. I would prefer to have like 20 buggies and quads out rather than these extra markets and be able to take more control of the map. Nice pick off there from Colonel Burton. Can you imagine that in real life? A guy with this massive gun is able to fire at an insane rate with an insane amount of damage, just taking out vehicles one at a time. Taking out, well, basically, it's not artillery, is it? It's a long-range rocket vehicle. Taking out long-range rocket vehicles. There's another one going down. Taking out a Jeep with his gun as well. What gun is he actually meant to have in real life? Is it supposed to be like a 50 caliber? What gun is that meant to be? Is it a 50 cal? Some kind of assault rifle, isn't it? Maybe not a machine gun. M16? No, it can't be an M16 because otherwise it'd be firing... Would he be firing rockets? Sorry, grenades? Maybe that should be his... Maybe that could be Colonel Burton's speciality instead of planting TNTs. Or maybe one of the generals. So more aggression here from Geronimo, and the buggies are getting taken out from long range with the Tomahawks. Something you don't normally see, actually, Tomahawks. I think Size does it, and this is the other time I'm seeing it here. Normally you don't see Tomahawks. I think I've seen Logica do it a couple of times. But Tomahawks are good. I think they cost $1,200. It's got the advanced training upgrade, we can see, so that's good. Vets up all your units much, much quicker. Can't remember if it's... Is it a 50% increase, or is it 100%? Something like that. Either way, it's definitely worth getting. Only $1,500 upgrade. Is this a TNT? Finally, the oil taken out now in 19 minutes. But it's been pretty much unguarded for a very, very long time. Terrorist here, probably going to kill. Might as well target the particle. Still pretty good. Could have almost killed the V. So oil's taken out now. We've got 1, 2... I think we've got 5 supply drop zones. But it does look like this game is going long. Lots of secondary economy from both players. Loads and loads of buggies out. No rocket upgrade, though, from... not Geronimo. From Blaze. So it's got the ammo upgrade, but not the actual rocket upgrade. I do like to get that as well when you've got the money flowing. But I suppose the market's probably at this point, or up to this point, more and more important. I think the rocket upgrade does 25% extra damage. It can be the difference between picking off some of these Vs and not. So. Particle cannon has now been built and an airfield going down. Or being placed down, rather. Yeah, Tomahawks for Search and Destroy are very, very good against buggies. Like, if 2 hit there, I think all of them buggies would have gone down in the splash radius. Don't know why he's not stopping them RPGs. Rebel ambush. That's something you don't normally see. Because, like, how good is that really? What has it actually achieved? I don't think it achieved anything. Caused a bit of damage to this Avenger, but something you don't normally see. I don't know what happened to that one, whether it was the Rebel ambush or not. But typically, it's better to go for the bounty upgrade. Because the maximum bounty gets 20% of every unit that you kill. So 20% of some of these units is it adds up over time. Like 20% of the 1200 Tomahawk is I'm not going to work it out, but it is it does add up over a period of time. Like 20% of a 2000 Avenger, for example, $400. Well, a big push on this right hand side. So trade-off on both sides. Don't know if it was really worth it for Blaze. He is picking off loads of stuff, but they've got to remember there's loads of supply drop zones behind this. Geronimo going for Comanches. Probably going to be hoping to scare off these buggies, but I don't really like Comanches because buggies and quads with all the upgrades, you can't really do anything with any air units. But what is it, USA Vanilla? Yeah, USA Vanilla can make. AP ammo quad's just going to wreck them Comanches so hard. And like, he is already managing to take out the buggies with the Tomahawks. That's already proven to be quite successful. This is probably going to be cancelled. This TNC is very slow. Oh man, it wasn't even cancelled. I don't know where he was looking. That could have been cancelled, but not. Parker kind of going to fire in about 50 seconds. We've got a drone placed over here, and a saboteur has been revealed. Did he spot it, though? He didn't spot that Terratech in his base. Did he spot this way back here? Is he going to... I'm going to be interested if he gets that. I'm going to be impressed if he gets that. It'd be very rare to see that in a 1v1. A saboteur inside of a technical. Oh, I think he's going to get it. He is. He's going to get it. That's very impressive. He is going to get it. Nice. That's pretty cool. So whilst Geronimo is distracted on this right hand side, Saboteur comes in with the technical. Very nice. Now this is the amount of buggies and quads that I wanted to see. AP ammo is now out. He's got the money for the buggy rocket upgrade, but he's not getting it just yet. That building's going to be cleared out by the flashbang. He's almost stuck a V with it. But I mean, you could probably just get this and attack move through the middle now, and I think you've just won. This is exactly what I'm talking about. No more markets. Does not need any more markets. Just get bounty and just be pumping out quads and buggies. Literally that. Maybe a couple of more tunnels in the middle. Don't really think he needs much else. The Chinooks here are going to be taken out at long range. Tomahawk is taken out. Jean Michael's here as well. Nice unit mix from Blaze. It's exactly the composition you need. There's another Terratech being prepared. These buggies just need to be picking off these Vs from range. There's nothing the Comanche is going to be able to do wherever even the Comanche is. I think it got taken out actually. But literally just attack move now, and this is probably pretty much won. He's got 6k in the bank behind this. Loads of units going down here. But you see what I mean? The bounty here, all these expensive units getting picked off. All of them missile defenders, 20% of every single one that Jean just picked off. There was so many infantry, like there was infantry around here as well. It'll all just be extra money. He's now got 8k. This game should really be over. Just literally get the upgrades and just attack me through the middle. This should be GG. And Frax bomb coming in. If that lands right there where I think it's going to land, that's bad news. Yeah, it's going to land. Oh, that's painful. That's very painful. The V's are still inside of it. And there's a sneak attack down the top left. He's level 5, and I haven't seen Fuel Air Bomb. Haven't seen Leaflet. I don't think. Something coming now. Leaflet or Fuel Air Bomb. Okay, Leaflet. There's another saboteur there. Is that? No, it's not a saboteur. It's a worker this time. Worker's been disabled. Now it's a fuel air bomb. Ah, man. Yeah, that's painful. No reaction at all. It's because he's paying attention over here with the rebels. Okay, he has achieved some stuff with the rebels now. But there's so many units lost there, man. I would have loved to see him put that stuff back inside of there. Should have been expecting the fuel air bomb, 100%. Especially when you do a sneak attack close to the edge of the map, which is very, very close there. Fuel air bomb and sneak attack, fuel air bomb and leaflet can come very, very fast because it always comes from the side of the map where the command center is closest to. So, yeah, you should always be on 100% point. Comanche proven to be pointless, taken out by the quads. Blaze is on 10k now. A10 coming in. Spectre taking out the black market. A10 going to take out another one as well, probably. But I mean, Blaze has got 10k. He could literally, he could just rebuild another 4. He could build 2 scuds. He could do anything. There's a particle cannon about to fire. Blaze is floating 11k now. This is upsetting me a little bit. That's a little bit excessive. Strategy center, which was destroyed, is now going back. Particle cannon is going to get a chance to fire. There are 2 tacticals, and I think one of them is going to have... Can a saboteur go inside of there? This is going to be interesting, man. Like, if the sneak... Okay, he's taking out Palace. I think he took out a Palace and an arms dealer. And the tunnel. The terrorist didn't even hit the supply drop zone. And then, is he just out of power? Yeah, he's out of power. So what happened to the saboteur? If the saboteur had gone in it whilst it was firing, that's interesting. What would have happened then? Because I don't actually know. It's quite rare to see a saboteur next to a, or go inside of a particle cannon. Very, very rare. Yeah, I think the airfield and the Comanche was a bit of a waste of money. I also would like to see the oil defended a lot more. He could now collect from the center, actually, with that Chinook there on the left-hand side. Don't know if he's got any more Chinooks. And I don't know if there's still money left in that, or if it's just bugged out on my game. I think it's just bugged out. That sometimes happens, I think, when it's an older replay. I think that's why I can't see inside of the buildings. Sorry, not inside of the buildings, inside of the units. So he's now 4.4k. But again, where's all the buggies and quads? He had 11k. The strategy center, almost taken out. I think Hold the Line was deployed just in time. Otherwise, 2 would have killed it, but there was a 3rd there anyway. These RPGs weren't needed. So yeah, 4 Vs remain. Loads more supplies being dropped off for Geronimo. Another technical coming down this right hand side. I think there's going to be terrorists inside of there again. Are they going to detonate though? Yeah, they are. No, the supply drop zone's going down. Those that does escape, that's quite important. It's another $1,000 saved. 3 Vs here. One going to get picked off though. The buggy's coming here as well, picking off another one. I think this is slowly the end for Geronimo. Because he is slowly being picked apart. Okay, the particle cannon did do a bit of damage, and the Spectre and the A10 did hit the markets and stuff. This V now needs to move. was a bit anticlimactic.
You are victorious.
How much money did he have left there at the end? I don't know. Blaze had 10k. Yeah, Geronimo just had no units. I think he had them 4 Vs for a very long time, and they got vetted up and they were pretty strong, but he was slowly being picked apart. No fire base on the right-hand side. Maybe like a fire base with, I don't know, 2 missile defenders and 2 rangers with flashbangs, something like that, or maybe even 2 fire bases just to completely block off that side, because the amount of damage he took through the right-hand side, the Comanche didn't quite cut it, but the techs just kept coming through and just obliterating the supply drop zones, the strategy center. I think the Avengers, you don't normally see them nowadays, and it's because they cost 2k. They're so slow, and they can still get picked off. The buggies and numbers cannot be stopped by Avengers unless you've got an absolutely insane amount. But to have an insane amount would literally cost you so much. So like 1 Avenger is 2k. If you have like 5 Avengers, which is probably the bare minimum you need to stop a massive amount of buggies, that would cost you 10k, and it's just not worth it because they can't attack. Okay, they can do that little ground laser thing where it makes other units around it apparently target that unit faster, so you can kill it faster, but it's still not worth 2k in my view anyway, versus GLA. But yeah, really good replay from 2009. Blaze takes the win this time, so I believe he is Lindsay, and Geronimo there was Spalding. So yeah, units destroyed 106 versus 160. You kind of would expect that though. I think in USA versus GLA, generally like RPGs and things go down pretty easy. Workers and stuff go down, where you're going to see more workers go down than you are probably going to see dozers. So generally that can be expected, but probably could be a little bit closer. I think Blaze could have done some things different, like the oil on the right hand side. I think he could have killed a little bit faster. Likewise, I think Geronimo could have defended it a bit better. Yeah, the Comanches I didn't like. There was like a moments where he's floating like 10k plus, and he was investing loads and loads into markets, but I think he could have just got the bounty. AP ammo quads maybe a little bit faster. The buggy upgrade, maybe the junk repair as well when he had like 8k. Sorry, when he had like 11k. And I think he could have won the game just a little bit faster. That the bounty would have fueled his economy rather than going for the markets. I'm not convinced that the 16 or 32 rebels or however many there were did enough. I mean, I think he killed with two big rebel ambushes. I think he killed like what 2 or 3 Vs max, and really with probably a bit better micro, probably Geronimo probably wouldn't have lost him. So, but yeah, this is a replay from 11 years ago, so a lot of things have developed since then. But like I say, I think at the time Geronimo or Spalding was considered one of the best players. I think, you're reading on the forums, he considers himself like the top 1 or 2 of his period. This is why I want to go back and review some of the replays. But interestingly, you can't find any replays from him usually that are not on Tournament Desert or Fallen Empire. So in today's games, like probably how many games do I play on Tournament Desert, or how many games do you see Size or whatever play on Tournament Desert? It's very few. And like in a best of 13, you'll probably see 2 on Tournament Desert, and it might actually be TD Classic. It might not actually be the normal Tournament Desert. And back then as well, there was the cars as well, so hence he had to go for 3 dozers and send 1 dozer through the middle to crush the cars. So yeah, there are differences. But yeah, GG, well played, a good 31 minutes. Well played to both players, and congratulations for Blaze in this case for taking the victory. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. What do you think the players did differently? What's your opinion on if these players played today? Would they, if they'd have kept playing over the time, would they have been able to adapt and still be on top in this current age? Or do you think, I don't know, new school players like Boyka and stuff like that would be on top of these? Let me know in the comments what you think, and remember to like this video if you enjoy these replays. GG, and I'll see you very soon.